Hey everybody, welcome to Review with Me, your review guide of shows, movies, and everything in between. Be sure to click the like button, hit that notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get on with this review. Okay, y'all, let's get into it. I know I am 4 episodes late. Yes, I am aware. But we're going to jam pack this episode. I'm really going to start with the end. So I'm going to start backwards, actually. Yes, I'm going to start with episode 4. And we're going to just watch just the screenshots. We're not going to actually watch the whole episode together, but we're going to look at the screenshots together and just break this down. First of all, I want to say I am loving this season of Ready to Love. Yes, we are reviewing Ready to Love, season 11, episodes 1 through 4. I'm starting off with episode 4. We're just going to start off as if y'all have already been watching. And if we need to discuss a few things from previous episodes, we will. But I'm going to start off with episode 4, okay? But I do want to give you guys a quick rundown of who is who on this season, okay? So I'm going to show you a few of, well, all of the contestants, and then we're going to get into specifically who is still here with us. Okay, so we have Ashante, not Ashanti, get it right. Ashante, beautiful woman, 31 years old, salon owner, and a vegan chef. We have Ashley, who is looking like Keke Palmer. Hello. She is 32, esthetician, and a salon owner. We have Bello, who won't let go of his hair. I feel like he'll look better if he's bald. I really do. He says he's a Muslim. Now, are you Muslim on paper or are you a practicing? Like, which one is it? I want to know what kind of Muslim are you? Okay, because we learned on his date with Dominique that his father was Muslim, and so he grew up in the Muslim faith, and he want to practice or like uphold those same principles. Yet he is still attracted to Dominique because he just is she's an attractive woman, and she has that va va boom. But she's someone who is Christian. She is a PK, a preacher's kid, and I don't see how this is gonna work. But okay, Bello, you're Muslim. Says every nigga ever after the age of 37. A Muslim. Oh, you a Muslim now? In the words of Tupac, you a Muslim now? We have Shannon with the C. I've never seen this name spelled with the C. She's a registered nurse, 33 years old, beautiful woman. We have Chris, who's 41. He's a chef. He's been married twice, I believe. Yeah, he said, I don't know. What did he say about his first? Okay, he said his first marriage or his last, one of the marriages, one of the marriages he had, it was with a woman who he grieved the loss of his mother with. And after he finished his grief, he realized, oh, I don't really love you like that. I'm actually, here's what I'm doing right now. I'm just going over the previous episodes by me breaking down who these people are. So you're welcome. But yeah, so he's just telling us that he was married previously and it didn't work out because he got married after grief and realized this is not the woman he really wants to be with. That is horrible. I feel like that's really whack. I don't understand how people, I don't get it. I mean, I get the whole concept of a rebound, but to rebound you so much that we married each other and then you realize, oh, actually, I only married you because I was grieving the loss of my parents. That's wild. We have Christina. Christina is half Filipino. She is half Filipino, half Black. She's a 35-year-old woman. She's a massage therapist and a songwriter, and she is feeling herself. She's a beautiful woman, so I get it. And maybe she has been treated as such, right? Like maybe she has always had pretty privilege. But something interesting that she said in the latest episode of this season, she said She grew up as the chubby kid. I would love to have seen that photo because, ma'am, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I think for someone of her aesthetic, she is someone who typically gets the attention that brown skinned girls, darker skinned girls do not get. You know how oftentimes light skinned girls, whether they're ugly or not, right? They could just be objectively ugly, but because they're light skinned, they're prettier. They're far prettier than the dark skinned girl who actually is objectively beautiful. And I feel like that has been her history, despite her saying in this episode 4, that she grew up a chubby kid and people didn't really like her. She didn't get attention and that humbled her. Like, okay. We have Darius. He's a lounge and exotic car rental owner. What? What is your degree in? What, do you have a degree in this? Are you like, I'm just trying to understand. The way my mind works is very like black and white. And I feel like sometimes when people be, yeah, I'm a lounge and exotic car rental. Okay, but how much do you make with that? How did you get to become that? Like, what is this? But anyway, he has mad kids. I don't know how many, but more than one, and that's a lot. But it doesn't seem like he has more than one baby mama. He's not one of those. Remember that last guy from last season from Philly talking about I have 5 kids and 5 different baby moms or 4 different baby moms? He didn't come off the gate saying that. So let's give him the assumption that he does not have several or 2 baby moms. We have Devin. I kind of like Devin. I like him just on some like, oh, he's cute. He's 38. He's a university project manager. I don't think he has any kids. And I think he's one of the 2 men on here who probably doesn't have any kids. I think Bella doesn't have any kids either. Sometimes they don't appear, you know what I mean? But anyway, Devin, I think he's cute. I think he's a cool guy. I like the nerd in him. But Devin's a simp, and we'll get to that. He's giving simp. Diamond, she left the first episode, second episode. So I mean, Diamond, I'm gonna just move on. I'm sorry. We have Dominique. Dominique is that girl. Okay, and she knows that. What I like about her is she is very much her own person. She stands in that. She's confident. She's not mean girl. She's not a mean girl towards, and you know, sometimes there are beautiful women who are mean girls, who's a mean girl towards other women. She's not like that. Or she's not stank either, like stank towards men, like, oh, very standoffish. She's not like that. She gives people time to talk to her, and she gets to know you. I think she's a genuine person. I like her. But yeah, she's 42 years old. We learned earlier on, like, she came straight out the gate. At first I thought she didn't have any kids, but come to find out during episode 4, I learned that she actually does have kids, but she is she's having, or she has had a difficult time having more children due to the multiple miscarriages she had. So that definitely is traumatic, and she's fearing that she can't give a man what he wants. You know how men be like, I want to continue my legacy. It's like, well, what is that? What legacy is that you want to continue? But okay. But yeah, she's telling these men clearly, I can't bear any more children. So either you're open to surrogacy or adoption. That will be the only way for us to have children together. Okay. We have Donna. I do like Donna, but I think Donna is a bit awkward when it comes to just having a flow and being feminine in a open way. I think she looks beautiful. I think she dresses well. I know there was some comment about like her initially in the first episode or the second episode appearing more churchy than sexy or appealing. But I actually like her style. I love a good blazer. I love a good blazer dress, and I like her. We have Ed. Ed is 40 years old. He's a tech consultant and he's a former pro boxer. Okay. Did you? I feel like, okay, that's a fun fact about you. But you letting me know this for what? Did you make money off of that? Like, was this a career that you had an income from? Or was this something that you just was really good at? But Ed, he was married previously. He had a date with Donna, and Donna's talking about she's a spiritual woman. She does not subscribe to religion. She's not this Christian woman. She doesn't go to church like that, if at all. And Edward's saying, look, this not gonna work. I want my woman to be God-fearing. I want my woman to be a prayerful woman. I want a prayer warrior. Are you a praying man, Ed? Are you a pastor? Ed, do you have a Bible? Do you own one? These men be killing me with I want a Sarah Jakes Roberts, Torrey Roberts type of woman. Like, that's a man. No, but these men be so quick to be like, I want my woman to go to church. I want her to have the same faith as I do. Even what's his name? We'll get to him too. Steven, he said the same thing. How he's not really into Donna because she's not a Christian. Are you a Christian? Or you just go to church? Do you just subscribe to a specific religion and that's enough for you to be said or labeled as a Christian? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so convenient. You're a convenient Christian. That's what you are. You and Ed. We get to Emily. Emily is gone off this season. She left episode 3, and she should have left episode. She should never came on the show. Her and her two breasts. She should have never came on the show. Let me see if I can zoom out. I feel like y'all can't really see. She should have never came on the show. Even in this photo. Just mad. Just mad. At this point, just show your titty. Look at this. We're not going to continue with her. We have Carday, whose real name is Liddell. I didn't know that. Okay. But yeah, he goes by Carday. He's 36. He's an insurance broker. I mean, I feel like Carday doesn't really stand out to me. I feel like I don't know. I just feel like he's a cardboard box. Carday. We have Lauren. Lauren is tall as hell. Talking about 6'2". And she's talking to Xavier saying, can you give me a little spin? No, I cannot. That's disrespectful. I feel like as a woman, you should not be talking to any man, never mind your potential man, about can you give me a spin? No. Can you sit down? Can you cook? We have Nicole. Nicole is 35. She is a pageant title holder. Again, did you make an income off of this, or is this just a fun fact? And she's a university lecturer. I love that. Academia. But yeah, she's a beautiful woman. She actually knew Ed. They went to the same college, and she had a crush on him then. But Ed didn't really see her like that because she was too conservative for him. Yet he wants a Christian, prayerful woman. Really? Do you really? Because this she's a pageant title holder. Typically, they're Christians, right? We have here Robert Ritchie. We can move on. Steven is a teacher. Hello. I can't remember if he has kids, but he looks like he does. He looks like he does. Okay, we have Vince. Okay, am I the only Vince fan here? I like Vince. I do. I love a jokey man. Not too much, but like I love a little Keek. And he's giving Chris Rock. He's giving one guy I used to like back in the day. I had a little thing with, but that was done in a day. Nonetheless, but I think he's handsome. I like his personality. I like how outgoing and charismatic he is. But we are going to see later on the season how his personality rubs people the wrong way. And we finally have here Xavier, who's 42, but he looks like he's 52. Okay. Let's get into episode 4. Okay. So we get into episode 4. Tommy gives the women full reign, full power in this episode. He tells them to take these men out to a personal setting, something that means something that's impactful to you, something that tells you about what you love, something personal to you. Okay. So we start out with Dominique. Dominique invites a few of the guys and Christina over her home. And this is what she does to Bello. This is what she does to Bello. This is what she does to Bello. Hello? Hello? I mean, the chemistry is there. Here's the thing with Dominique, though. I think Dominique is someone who could get along with anyone. I think Dominique is someone who makes a man feel like he's the only man standing. I think that's a superpower. For real, I think that's a superpower. We want to talk about superpower. I think Dominique's that girl. She will make her man, any man, think I'm that nigga. I'm the only man here. Like, she's that. If I was a man, I'll understand. Seriously, I think Dominique is that girl. And I could see why Bello and many of the other guys, well, at least Devin, those are the only two I could think of right now who are very smitten by her. Even Dave, we didn't talk about this. In the first episode, Devin was trying to kiss Dominique. That's how much Dominique got that zhuzh. She got that riz, like the kids say. Dominique got that riz, okay? And that's what's up. I feel like as a woman, that's what you should be doing. Every man should think you're the only man. Yeah, it's just you. It's just you. So, who else is here? So, yeah, we got Devin. We have, what's his name? Leo? I forget already. Chris. His name is Chris. We have Chris and Christina. Christina's talking to Chris, talking about, yeah, I was this fat, chubby kid when I was younger. I forgot what Chris said in this response, but they're connecting on that level. Chris, I don't know. I don't know about Chris. As far as attraction, there was it last episode when he was telling Emily she's not ready to love? He was doing an impersonation, and I felt like it gave too feminine. It gave too much of a feminine energy. So that right there is making me like, did you really get a divorce because you realized you didn't like the woman you was with and you was only with her because you were grieving the loss of your mother? Or did you realize something else? Was something else realized by your wife? Was something else realized? Was something else realized? We get to Devin. Devin talking about he's totally fine if you don't want any kids. But Dominique's calling him out, saying, but you say you want a big family. I can give you more than what I already have. Would you be open to adoption? He's like, yeah, I'll totally be open to it. Devin he is smitten by this woman. Look at him. This is the posture of a man that would give you everything because he is so into you. This is a posture of you don't have to have a good reason. Shout out to Christina. This is the posture of a man who would give you $180 towards your massage GoFundMe. This is the posture of a man who would do that. Devin is giving simp. It's giving whatever, whatever it is you like. That's what it's giving with Devin. But okay. So anyway, she's telling him, well, here's the thing with Dominique. I think she has a lot of makeup on. I mean, she's still a beautiful woman, don't get me wrong, but I do think she has a little bit too much makeup. And I do wonder, would she still appear as beautiful as she is without the makeup? Okay, so we get this confrontational scene. This low-key confrontational scene. Christina tells on herself, and she tells to us that she hit up Bello. And she also tells Bello that she hit up two other men. So 3 men in total. She asked them, or she said, because in her words, she wanted to test them and see how they will respond. Because her belief is The way a man shows he cares about you, if he's interested in you, is through how much he spends on you or him even spending money on you. That's her logic. So she says in a text message to 3 men, one Bello, the other Devin, and the other one I don't remember. Do y'all remember? Let me know in the comments. But she says, "Ooh, I could really do a massage right now. I could really do a massage right now." You know what's so funny about this? Because up until this moment, I didn't realize that what is Christina again? She's a massage therapist. Oh, so you could do a massage right now. Her test was to see which of the men, one, two, if not all three of them, whom she reached out to, which of them would offer to give her money to get this said massage that she is craving. Which one of them? Bello was not one of these men. Bello was not one of these men. Bello, in fact, didn't even respond until the following day. He did not. And his excuse is he didn't see the text. I didn't see the text. Hey, sometimes the text don't appear until later. How about that? The text does not appear until later. Her thing is, okay, well, you didn't think I would want an afternoon massage? Girl, Christina, stop begging. One thing I don't want women or myself to do is to ever beg a man for anything. Never mind money, okay? I don't want to beg you for your time. I don't want to beg you for your presence. I don't want to beg you to be here. Be here because you want to be here. Spend money because you want to spend money on me. How about that? But me confronting you about your lack of response is wild. I wouldn't recommend that. She also mentions in this conversation that one of the other guys who she reached out to, he said he's not in position right now to give her money to get a massage. And she was like, cool, I respect that. What? You know you didn't respect that. You know you was rolling your eyes, sucking your teeth at that. And then the other guy, he couldn't give her the full $300 that she requested, but he gave her about $180. Here's the thing with that. Though I appreciate the gesture, I want us to stop giving less of what's requested. If I'm asking you for a specific amount, and you say I could give you a third of that, at this point, act like I didn't ask you. Because that means I still have to figure out what I'm going to do with the next amount. You know what I mean? Like, because what if she wasn't, let's just take this off of this massage request. What if she wasn't asking him money for a massage and she was asking him money for a necessity that she is running short on money for? Granted, this is very early on in the dating experience, but I just feel like sometimes when men do that, it's like, are you doing that because you don't want to appear like a quote unquote simp and you want to not give me too much? Or you truly don't have the whole 300 to give and you're giving me the best of what you have, right? You're giving me what you can give. That's what I want to know, because I do feel like men who do that, I think it's sometimes, most of the time, all of the time, you trying to say, nah, bitch, I'm not giving you 300. I'm giving you 180 because who the fuck are, like, I feel like it's a defensive thing. I feel like it's a way to make you feel like you could never control me. You could never get a full 300 out of me. That's what I feel. So I just think, I don't know. That's me. But anyway, Devin's the simp who gave her 180. And I feel like it's simp behavior when we are like, according to this process, they probably just met a couple of weeks ago. And you talking about, I wish you could give me I wish I could get a massage right now that costs $300. What massage is this? Shit, if you don't go to the damn Thai place around the corner, they're about $80 to $90. That's it. That $300, I think she was definitely trying to play somebody. I definitely do. Okay. Whew, that's a lot of energy out of me. Let's move on. Okay, so we get to our next scene here. Nicole brings Devin to her favorite place, racquetball. What is it? I don't know, but I don't understand why it was her favorite place. Devin is in love with every woman. Look at this is the same way he looks at Dominique. But he doesn't give her the same, he doesn't give Nicole the same energy he gives Dominique though. So I don't know. I think Devin is just so excited to be a part of this experience, excited to be in this proximity of beautiful women after beautiful women. I really do think it's that. I don't know if he's necessarily into Nicole. I think she's a beautiful woman. I think they do have a lot in common. They were kikiing about Harry Potter stuff in the last episode, so they seem like they could be a good match. We get to Shannon. Shannon holds this gathering at her home, and in this gathering, she has everyone present one special item that means a lot to them, like one sentimental item. Shannon starts them off with her dilation wheel. That's her sentimental item. I need for Black women to stop being identified by their jobs. I really do. She might as well have gone up there and shown her nursing degree. She might as well have done that, because what you do for work, sure, it may show or it may be an example of some of your characteristics, right? Maybe she is a caregiver naturally. Maybe she's a nurturer, and that's why she is doing well and why she loves her career as a registered nurse. That's great, but nobody cares. Nobody cares. She's talking about she's rolling the wheel, she's showing the different circles, and nobody gives a damn. Is anyone having a baby right now? This is so boring. This is boring, Shannon. She should have shared more about, or shared something about her upbringing. Maybe she showed a picture of the last picture between her and a loved one. And that picture represents a moment in time in her life when she was really free, and like something like show some deep shit like that. Don't tell me about your job. I don't give a damn about your. I don't give a damn about these circles. Where's the baby? Close the doors. No, but really, where's the baby? Xavier coming out talking about he has a closed, petrified flower. Let me see if I could show that little child. I was like, is everybody okay? Did we pass it? Was it after? No. It's right here. I don't know why there's not a still shot I could find. But nonetheless, Xavier comes out talking about he has this petrified, there we go. This petrified flower that represents his grandmother, and he got it from her funeral. Like, that's is that not morbid to you guys? That's morbid. I just think that's a little much. I don't know. I don't like to hold things. Never mind something that's literally dead. And the flowers is in a glass case. This is dead. It's dead. But I mean, God bless. Rest in peace to your grandmother. So we have Ed here. He brings a sculpture talking about his I guess the sculpture was from his brother who passed away or was murdered during active duty. I'm still unsure. I can't remember what the sculpture. It's just a sculpture. Like, I don't know. That sounds so insensitive, right? It means something to them. Fine. And then we have Donna. She did another thing that Shannon did. Donna show, yeah, this is the sculpture. This is a sculpture that You know what? Before I got a close up of this sculpture, I was thinking of that sculpture from Fresh Prince of Bel Air with yo. Let me see if I can find that scene. When he saw when his father brings when his father visits him and that scene. Anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's this scene right here where I don't give a damn about what. We gotta watch that scene. I'll insert the clip right here.
Nah, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm gonna get through college without him. I'm gonna get a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey, and I'm having me a whole bunch of kids. I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as hell don't need him for that, because ain't a damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids. How come he don't want me, man?
No, that scene right there. That scene right there. Okay. Anyway, the point is the sculpture that Ed had definitely gave me the impression of that scene, that father scene from Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Okay. And I was waiting for that story. But no, apparently his brother died during active duty. So, rest in peace. Of course, rest in peace, rest in peace. We get to Donna. Donna brings out these pom poms, talking about she was a cheer coach. Again, enough. Enough. I don't want to talk about your job. I want to talk about you. And then finally, what's his name? What's his name again? Darius. Darius was pretty creative. I really appreciate that. So we got some insight on why he dresses the way he does. And it's because his mother had great fashion sense, and it is his way of honoring her in a way. So anyway, I think she sold this dress for his daughter, who is now in her 20s, and he still has this dress in pristine form, actually. So I'm actually impressed with that. But he has this dress, and it represents his mother, but it also represents his love for fashion and how this is a reminder of such. And so not only does this item gives us backstory to how he loves his mother and how his mother influenced him, but it also gives context to why he dresses the way he does. Immediately when we saw Darius episode 1, it's like, whoa, fur jacket, glasses, like he puts it on. He puts on for Detroit. And we want to understand why. Sometimes people who dress like that, they have a negative connotation with their dress because he gives the impression of someone of a pimp. He does give PIMP. So him giving us this backstory, it takes away that negative connotation. So Donna talks to Xavier. She's trying to ask him, how are you enjoying this experience? Has it made you realize some habits of your dating history? And just like, do you feel like you're growing? Xavier's talking about, nah, I'm good. I don't like to rush things. I like to take my time. This experience ain't changing shit about me. Xavier is an old man. He's an old man. What I didn't like about this moment, though, Donna was questioning him down. It felt like an interview. It felt like interrogation. It didn't give a conversation. It didn't give openness. And I do wonder, what was her intent with that? What was her intent with that? So Shannon and Ed, they're having a good moment, keying with each other. Ed he's being a little handsy, in my opinion. He really likes Shannon. He feels like he could feel comfortable with her. He tells her about, this is when I learned for the first time that he was a pro boxer and how he's good with his hands. I feel like, look, I do appreciate a hands-on man, if you know what I mean. I like a man who embrace me, hold me. But this is too early. I feel like the way that he's doing it here gives me the impression that he does this often. This is what he does. So I don't know how much he really is feeling her, or if it's just naturally who he is, right? He's just a handsy type of guy. We jump into our next scene here. Some of the people are attending Ashante's favorite spot. We know Ashante is a vegan chef, so she invites these folks to this kitchen here. Little sponsor, right? But anyway, we have Vince, we have Lauren, and we have Cardi. Vince keeps saying sharp, sharp, because apparently when you're in the kitchen and you are holding a sharp object, you have to announce that every time, not just the first time, not the last time, not only when you're by this appliance, you have to say it all the time. And I love learning the lingo and the culture of the chef world, of being in the kitchen. I think it's pretty exciting. I like learning about that. I love the show Beef. What's it called? Beef? Child, did I forget? Yeah, no. That show was good. That limited series. But the show, oh my gosh, why can I remember? Yes, Chef. There is no show called Yes, Chef on the beer. The beer. That's what I mean. Yeah, the beer. Okay, and that's how I learned about how chefs communicate in the kitchen. In the kitchen, they say yes, chef. Yes, chef. So I love that. Anyway, so yeah, you have to say sharp every time you pick up a sharp object, okay, i.e., a knife. So Vince is following suit, and he's just I love his energy. I think he has a great energy, but Lauren is annoyed. If he says sharp one more time, I am going to pluck my eyes. I'm going to scream. My girl, have a sense of humor. Say it right back. Like, I just feel like I would have reacted differently. I would have been like, okay, sharp, sharp. Like, let's have fun with it. So we have this moment here. Ashante is talking, or confronting, I should say, Vince about a conversation he had previously with some of the women, in which he gave the women the impression that he wants them to go 50-50. And he's not someone who would provide financially or just take care of the household only. So she's asking for clarity on that. He gives a thorough explanation. He explains that, look, if I'm making $150,000 a year and you are pleased with that amount, then you don't have to work. We're living off of my income. We could live under this income within our means, within this means of $150,000 a year. But if you want to live beyond that amount, you then have to either contribute to the household by either working for me, right? If we're working together in this family business, or you got to get another job and add on to that household income. That's his point. And maybe the way that he delivered that made Ashante feel like he was being aggressive or combative, which were the words she used. But I think regardless, however he would have said that, y'all, she still would have been annoyed. She still would have not been receptive to what he was saying, because he explained himself very clearly. I understood it. And this is a tiring conversation. This is a tiring topic that happens every damn season. And I think it's just a thing that is going to be a topic forever in these types of shows. But I notice this to happen often. Like, this is a thing that just is a natural conversation that takes place. Nonetheless, Ashante was not open or receptive to receive what he was saying. So instead of actually listening, she's closed off. She thinks he's being combative, and maybe sure he's not like saying the the babying words, the coddling of words to assure her that baby you don't ever have to work. No, he's being realistic here. If you want to live outside of our means, then you better contribute to the household so that we could afford this. What are we talking about? What are we talking? And I think Ashante probably is giving me the impression that, okay, whatever, if I want to buy this or buy that, you got to just make sure we could afford it. Regardless of how much is outside of our tax bracket, you got to just afford it. I think that's how Ashante is giving me here. Because her being so close off to his explanation, I don't understand what the issue is. You are grown. You are able to understand. Why aren't you clocking it? Let's clock it, like the kids say. Look at her eyes. Okay, so anyway, we move on. We get to this final section here. Okay, so Ashante goes on a date with, what's his name? Devin. Devin and Ashante seem to be vibing well. She's liking him. Oh, no, Steven. My bad. His name is Steven. And he seems to be liking her. The chemistry seems to be very natural between them. They look like they could be a good couple, just aesthetically, just off of aesthetics. And what's interesting to me is he's a teacher. And the way that Ashante is talking about, her not being open to the idea of 50-50 or living a lifestyle that maybe is beyond her means, yet she's vibing with Steven, who's a teacher. Ma'am, let's be damn for real. Let's be damn for real. Okay? A teacher's income? Come on. You're going to have to go 50-50 in this relationship. Or you're going to have to be the sole breadwinner. Or the majority breadwinner, I should say. We get to this scene here. What's this? Okay, so Ashley's on a date with Ed, and she likes him, but she feels like he doesn't really like her back, or he's not showing her enough attention. And she wants him to be communicative, and he's asking her, "What does that look like? What is your person? What is your type? What is your type?" She says, "My type is someone who is himself." Ma'am, I'm sure you have been asked this question before. That's your response? You could have gotten no, seriously, she could have definitely prepared better for this type of question. This is a common question people ask. Men, women, people ask this question naturally. Family, friend, a potential. What kind of man do you want in your life? Who are you looking for? Your response is someone who's himself? What does that mean? How about someone who's generous, someone who's kind, someone who is supportive? Say those words. Someone who's himself. What about, okay, if someone is himself, right? But you don't like that because you don't like his characteristics. Let's talk about the characteristics that you do like in a man. Focus on that and then answer that in that clarity. Someone who's himself. Kiki Palmer, please. Kiki Palmer, please. What do we make it clear? So we get to the ladies' lounge. We learned during this lounge that apparently Vince called Lauren and he's talking in jest to one of the guys, and the guys ratted on him, but he said, "That tall bitch, that tall." I'm still team Vince. I'm still team Vince to this day. Okay? I don't think he meant it in a negative connotation. I think the way that is being explained, it's seeming as if he was being nasty or he was talking shit about her. I think he was just using it in jest, just like how we as Black people, some of us, not all of us, but some of us use the N word, and we use it so casually. And then we kind of code switch when we're around mixed company, right? When we're around white people, we don't like to say it in front of them so casually. Some people still do, but there's a awareness of that, right? So I think he probably felt comfortable enough with whichever guy he was talking to, or maybe it's one of the girls he was talking to. I think it was one of the guys, and then the guy ratted on him, which I think is a whack thing to do. I think it's a whack thing to do. I think that guy, whoever ratted on him, definitely was doing it for his benefit, trying to get him out of here. And I don't like that. Cause he's gonna look bad regardless, right? Because no man should call a woman a bitch. Granted, yes, I wouldn't want a man to call me a bitch. I wouldn't want that. But I don't think he was using it in that way. I think he was being funny. I think he, as we have seen in these episodes so far, Vince is a funny guy. He likes to laugh. He likes to crack jokes. He's a funny guy. Just when he was, I remember episode 1, and he was kind of calling out Dominique with her tattoos because I could see the names of your exes on your skin still. This cover up isn't covering. So he has a way of using his humor to converse with people. Anyway, Tommy's talking about, oh no, that didn't go happen. Tommy, please. Tommy, please. When have you protected black women, Tommy? Tommy, please. Christina tells a story about how she hit up 3 men and only one of them gave her $180 out of the $300 she requested. Girl, you look tacky. And Dominique called her tacky in her confessional. Absolutely. Absolutely. So maybe that'll come up at a later time. That may bite her in the butt because that's just tacky. It's tacky. Don't ask someone for money this early on in the process. What are we doing? In the end, Xavier is not ready to love. Goodbye. Vince is one of the ones that's taken on a date for him to understand why he was in the bottom 2, but he is still ready to love. And Donna is actually kind of feeling him. She's like, look, I'm actually happy you're still here. I want to kind of get to know you. We never get a chance to talk. So Donna is trying to put herself out there, and I'm here for her. I do like Donna. I want her to work better on her charm, and I think she's showing concerted effort. Okay. But that is all, y'all. Anyone else a Vince fan? Hello? Is it just me? Is this me? Let me know what you think about season 11, episodes 1 through 4, which we just did expedited style. Let me know what you think about this season so far. Are you enjoying it like I am? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you are subscribed. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.